Welcome to Local 1000, the non-geographical traveling musicians local for the American Federation of Musicians. One of the backbones of union participation is the filing of a union contract. Through this, you can receive pension benefits and all the other benefits that connect with the filing of a contract. Today we're going to look at finding, filling out, and filing the LPCC contract, which is for use for gigs in Canada. Our Canadian Vice President Ken Whiteley is going to walk you through this process.
Hello, I'm Ken Whiteley. I'm the Canadian Vice President for Local 1000. And I want to tell you how you can access some of the benefits of being a member of our great local. Now, the contract to use when you are doing gigs in Canada is called the Live Performance Contract for Canada, or otherwise known as the LPCC. Now, it's available as a PDF. You can download it from our website and you can fill it out on your computer, or you can print it off and fill it out by hand, whatever works for you. But this contract can accompany a contract that's sent to you by an employer, by an engager. You can use it as your primary contract. You can include a rider. There's space to include your own rider, you know, the black M&Ms and all that kind of stuff. But but the important thing is that this contains legal information and legal language that's important to have, that protects you, and it also allows you to make sure that there is a pension contribution being made on your behalf. And a pension contribution into the Canadian AFM-EPW Canada Fund is a very good investment. This LPCC, Live Performance Contract for Canada, is what you use. And it's pretty easy to fill out. There's room at the top for your artist name or the group name, the kind of gig it is, and the details, time, and so on. And then there's a section where it talks about the money and the total fee agreed upon. Now, when you negotiate a fee with an employer or your agent, if you have an agent that negotiates the fee, you can include the pension contribution as part of that fee. Or if you want to negotiate it, you know, I'm getting $1,000 and then I'm getting the pension on top of that. Whatever you want to negotiate, you know, you can get the pension on top and the GST, if you collect GST, on top of that as well. So, but whatever fee you do negotiate, it can include the pension as long as it is for scale and the pension amount over and above minimum scale. Now, Local 1000 has at least 3 different scales that could apply. They pay the leader $110 for a small venue, $220 for a concert, what we call a concert, and then we have another scale which is $400 for the leader for what we call special events. Okay, so on the back of this page, or on page 2, it's a place where you fill out your name, the social insurance number, and so on. And you fill out the scale that applies. And then you fill out the pension payment and the work dues. So you're going to need to make out 2 checks that are going to accompany this contract that you will then send in to the Local 1000 office. And so accompanying this contract, a check to the AFM-EPW Canada for the pension amount, the total pension amount, and a check for the 2% work dues to Local 1000. And that's it. Then the office will process this and send off the pension contribution to the pension fund. And when you turn 65, you will wait for those checks to roll in every month. It'll be a good thing. The other thing that's important to remember is that to take advantage of your pension contributions, you need to become vested in the Canadian Pension Fund. Now, if you've ever done a CBC gig, you may have had a pension contribution paid on your behalf. If that CBC gig was not followed up with other gigs, unfortunately, that is money lost for you. But if you become vested, it's not money lost. So if you've done a CBC gig, you're on your way. To get vested in the pension, you need to have 2 years of uninterrupted service. Uninterrupted means that there's no 6-month period within those 2 years where there's a break in service. So you have to make sure that at least one contract is filed every 6 months for a 2-year period. It doesn't have to be big, or it can be as big as you want, but it's always a percentage of scale, and you file the contract. So with as few as 4 contracts, you can become vested in the pension.